Sarah. Thank you. Oh, it's so wonderful to see everyone writing in. Mm. Are the people who have the same oversoul twin flames? Oh, that's an interesting question that just came in. That's a question that was referring to our teachings in day 5 yesterday. There's only one oversoul, and that's you. Your oversoul is yours and yours alone. Hi, Colleen from Massachusetts. So the concept of a twin flame, there's a lot of different teachings about that or different ideas or concepts in the New Age world about that. But your oversoul is another word for your own soul. And the concept of a twin flame in a lot of spiritual cultures is that somehow the twin flame is the other half of your soul. In my experience, a twin flame relationship is when two souls were birthed simultaneously in the presence of God, and their relationship across space and time on a soul level is what catalyzes a massive amount of growth for each other. But they each have their own souls. They're not one half of a soul with another half of a soul. It's two souls that were born as twins in the eyes of God in that original womb space. And so um, when we're talking about an oversoul, I know it can be a little bit confusing with the word over, as though it could be more than one soul, but your oversoul is responsible for multiple incarnations, multiple parts of your soul dropping down into multiple bodies. But it's just one soul. It's your soul. It's you, your sovereign divine soul, having a party wherever you are in this reality, because the journey of incarnation is a party for the oversoul, no matter whether you're surviving things or you're having the best lifetime, the most enjoyable lifetime you ever had. It's just like your oversoul finds all of that as meaningful and useful information. It's like data for the supercomputer of your oversoul. Thank you. I'm seeing in the live chat that there's some love for the blue roses. Yes, I ordered these blue roses for our conclusion with our 7 days of Mother Mary journey. I really wanted to make sure we had blue roses for days 6 and 7, and our wonderful team angels made it happen. So big gratitude to our team angels. And speaking of our team angels, they're available here in the live chat to answer any questions that you have. About our jewelry, about our upcoming mentor journey that's starting this January, about anything that I'm sharing here, attending our mystery school classes, how to join our free prayer collective that we offer once a month. I just want you to know that they're here for you. It's my great honor to be serving side by side with them. And I also want to thank each and every one of you for your patience. We are a mighty team, but we are a small team nonetheless. And so thank you for sometimes, when we have to, it takes a little bit of time for us to get back to you. We are going to get back to you. Promises. Thank you. Thanks, Carol. I'm so grateful that you love my hair. I really enjoy getting ready for you all and dressing up for everyone. This is my passion. It's to be here with you. And for me, the Sophia Code is like going to church every day. I was thinking about the Sophia Code this morning as I was driving to see my personal trainer. And I was like, what is it? Why have I, why do I dedicate myself to this day in and day out? And I was like, what's a better way to explain it? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that, they're like, why? And really, it's like I died so many times. I had so many near-death experiences. And it was every time that I touched into heaven, right? Every time I touched into the Ascended Masters, every time that I was embraced by the angels, this beauty of the higher realms is why I came back, and it's why I wanted to birth the Sophia Code on earth. It's like there's so much despair here, there's so much brokenness, there's so much pain, but there's so much for us to live for when we open up our hearts and we allow that connection to heaven that is already yours. It's nobody can give it to you because you already have it. And that's what the good news of the Sophia Code is. It's like, this is why we birthed the Sophia Code movement, is to literally bring heaven, the consciousness of heaven back to earth in these very pivotal and extreme times. So I hope that's a little bit of, I hope that helps a little bit to understand why I keep getting up here wanting to share all this with you. It's just because I know, after traveling to the higher realms for most of my life now, but especially through the times that I was surviving so much darkness, I knew that that light was the only solution to what we are facing during these times. And I also discovered that the technology of our body was built to house and anchor and radiate that light that exists in the higher realms, and it exists within this planet. So I really hope that that inspires you to just gently, and maybe even not so gently, just open up your heart to receive today. This is what's going to come through today, is a lot of love from Mother Mary, a lot of insight about living from your heart, following your heart. And I'm just so thankful for everyone that's writing in on the live chat. It's so wonderful to see everyone. Angie's writing happy Catterday. I love that. Sophia Cat Tribe all the way. Let's see. Oh, love. Hi. Much love to Louise, who's one of our Sophia Circle leaders in Australia. So beautiful to see everyone coming in and saying hello. Carmel from Australia. We have Romania. Hi, Deja. Deja's one of our angels. So today, on day 6, I'm really excited because I was just talking to one of my team members about this before the call. 1 year ago today, I was standing in France, and I was on my month-long pilgrimage in France. And today was the day that I walked into the cathedral in Orléans, France, where Joan of Arc had, and the King of France rode to that cathedral for the king to be crowned and for the sovereignty of France to be restored. So that this was 1 year ago today. That was when I entered that church, and to walk in her footsteps and remember and honor the journey that she went on to not only embody her sovereignty, but to inspire an entire country to embody their sovereignty in the face of so much darkness. I have tears in my eyes just thinking about it. Maybe that's why my eyes can't stop watering. I don't know why, but my eyes have not been able to stop watering leading up to this call. So that could be part of it. It's just, there's so much happening in France right now. There's so much happening all over the world. And Mother Mary, the passage we're going to read today from her book, she talks about how much they were going through in their time when she was walking the earth. So this pendant that I'm wearing is the Mother Mary She of 1,000 Roses medallion, and this pendant, I'm giving away a gold one. I grabbed the silver that I had in my case just to hold it in my hand while I'm talking about it. But today we're giving away a gold-plated, 24-karat gold-plated Mother Mary She of 1,000 Roses medallion, and I just wanted to share every single design detail on this trinity of medallions. I made one for Mother Mary, for Mary Magdalene, and for Joan of Arc. The images that are depicted on each medallion are illustrated from statues that I prayed at in churches in Paris on this pilgrimage. So every face that you see is connected to a site in Paris. And that was very, very meaningful for me, because I really wanted these medallions to be encoded with this divine feminine Christ Trinity in France, to really encode it with the steps and the tears and the prayers of my pilgrimage into this jewelry Trinity. And it was also making a statement about my belief that Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Joan of Arc represent a very powerful divine feminine Christ Trinity from France that we're going to continue to look towards over these coming years as inspiration for our own spiritual sovereignty movement. And so and so that's why I also put the lightning for the bell. I mean, y'all know how much I love lightning. I used to dance in the lightning storms when I lived in Mount Shasta. I just happen to have a thing for thunder beings. So all of the lightning bells are made, or excuse me, all the bells are made in the symbol of the lightning. And that represents that lightning bolt that we are choosing to be, for our hearts to remember these divine feminine ascended masters and to mentor with them from the truth of Christ consciousness, the lightning wisdom of divine feminine Christ consciousness. Like, we are working with these mentors from a completely new context. Someone asked me, when did I live in Mount Shasta? I lived in Mount Shasta for a year when I was finishing the Sophia Code. And I also lived in Mount Shasta the night that I had met the Sophia Dragon Tribe. So ironically, my journey with the Sophia Dragon Tribe began in Mount Shasta, and the release of the Sophia Code ended with my time in Mount Shasta. And God bless that mountain, that holy mountain, forever for that. So anyways, I'm really, really thrilled to be giving away the Mother Mary Shiva Thousand Roses medallion. And and on the back of this medallion, each of them have a key. So the Mother Mary pendant has the key with the crown, because she's so often called the Queen of Heaven, which I'm just fine with, even though I'm not Catholic. Mother Mary is such a queen to me, a queen archetype. And then we have the heart, right? Because all of our teachings are the heart. And it's this beautiful, like, ancient looking key that reminds me of the beauty of France's culture with the M's and the fleurs inscribed in here. I remember just on my pilgrimage going to so many different sites in France, and there's so much spiritual kind of jewelry and paraphernalia, and I just remember thinking, God, I can't wait till I create my own jewelry that's more up to speed with how I like it. And so now we have it, and I'm really excited to be gifting this gorgeous medallion to one lucky winner at the end of our live call. And we are also going to be giving away gifting and an enrollment into my next live mentor journey, Transforming Trauma into Soul Power, which starts January 13th, 2020. And I love that. Marna says, I love your jewelry so much. Thank you, Marna. That's so sweet of you. I am so excited about our journey that's starting this January. I've been really enjoying dropping some tidbits about the depth of what we're going to be covering. One of the things that I'm really excited about is we're going to be doing a lot of Q&A. I love the Q&A process because Q&A brings forward teachings that are already like in the field, the quantum field. And I've spent an entire life healing from trauma, studying therapy, psychology, somatic intelligence, and then of course mentoring with the Ascended Masters. So when we're going to be walking through this journey starting in January, my entire lifetime of training,